You are gonna break freaking top. No. It's like somebody else I can't touch.
How long has my mic been dangling over here on the side?
Everything, you're loud enough where everything.
Oh, I know. Everything.
If it was only me and mine. So, how do I... Sell? And by myself.
You're welcome.
Might be over there. Wow.
Yeah. As long as you're, my couch is really fucking comfortable. So I mean,
feels comfortable. Out of it.
I didn't realize how much of a fucking badass.
Fuck me.
I did crit on a fucking power attack. And this fucked up thing is one of my die rolls. Well, I guess I got average on it because I got max damage on one die and then a 1. Yeah, he's got a great sword. He's wielding two-handed, so it's, you know, a D12 damage. So his minimum damage would have been 26. It was 24 plus 2d12, basically. Sorry, not 24. 28 plus 2. So no, 30 would have been his. 28 plus 2. I just want to point out that you guys are befriending Hellknight arm. Help you become a Hellknight.
Maybe. 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 Maybe.
This is what happens when the Jehovah Witness LDS.
something liquor store. I don't know.
I want to point out the Hellknight orders are not evil. They are they're wholly lawful. They're essentially lawful neutral. Essentially, they're technical lawful good. Always get along. Definitely are in the order, but the order itself is not.
They're defined by law, not by evil.
Right.
Roger that.
So I mean, you can be a lawful good Hellknight.
But you still have to follow Asmodeus, don't you?
They don't really technically. They are not as an order. I guess they are agnostic. So, or they are. They don't. Part of serving the Hell Knights is not to. If you want to, that's on your own fucking time.
They're a secular organization.
Yeah. They don't give a shit. Yeah, like they don't care. They revere hell. The reason why they're called Hell Knights. They don't worship hell particularly. They don't even necessarily like devils or, but they revere the order that hell is able. The layers and the clearly defined, positions of hell that you work your way up power, and that they revere that innate order that devils are able. That's why they call themselves Hell Knights, not because they particularly like devils.
That hallway. About that hallway life. I did.
Yeah, they have added in the books. Not only is there a Hell Knight armiger, sort of dedication or whatever that you can do, but if you progress through the Hell Knight armiger dedication, they also have like how to, stuff on becoming full Hell Knight, even Hell Knight spellcaster. So.
Searching the door.
Searching the door. Searching the door. All right, you search the door.
Door searches.
Nothing.
Oh no!
You don't find anything.
To the door. Door gazes back.
Attached to
On
its
its
wicked head.
freaking head. You listen at the door. You don't hear anything.
Crack the door.
You crack the door open.
Is there a gap at the bottom of the door?
Sure, yeah.
Auto, there's
Does there appear to be any light on the other side of the door?
It is very dark.
Very dark. I open the door. I don't bother cracking it.
It is the little bit of dim light provided ahead of you from Mograk's shield casts, a little bit of light and shadows in front of you. Just make out what looks to be some stylized monuments, shadows cast. You see sort of humanoid figure with wings. It's the dim light. Until you get up closer, it's hard to get any real details. But
This is a cryptid.
possibly, yeah.
I'll move into the room.
So as you get closer, you see that there are. I imagine Mograk is going to have to come up behind you. Really get any more, but
yeah.
4 monuments loom in this dark and somber room, each with prominent carvings of black-winged angels, various stylized pentagrams. Burnished plaques along the floor next to each sepulchre bear the names of those interred within, while atop the northern wall near the ceiling, the words "Sepulchre of the Nail" are carved in prominent relief. You wish to look at the names that are on?
Yes.
Oh, let's do that.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see who's buried here.
You see one that says Mistress of Blades, Tira Delphine, Master of Blades, Renton Vizelli, Paravicar, Yenesta, Paralictor, Laureen Sinel.
I would turn.
Alec.
Alec, yeah.
Yes.
Oi, Alec. These names and what's written before them, are they like ranks In the order.
He walks forward and sort of kneels down in front of them and looks at them and he says, "Yes. These are honored resting places. In order to be buried as such, you'd have had to not only have high rank, such being the master and mistress of blades here. The paravicar and paralictors are essentially, the paravicar is sort of the I guess you could second in command of the citadel. Paralictor is kind of a high-ranking judge, oftentimes a spellcaster. These people were very highly, not only held a lot of power within the citadel, but these burials imply that they also made incredible sacrifices for the Knight's Order before being interred here. Often these sorts of burials, one of the honors given to them was to bury them with some of their personal magical items that were of great importance to them.
Well, not disturb me then. On.
Ow. I'll peek around this corner. Corner for peek.
Again, it's all dark, but you peek in and really you don't see very far. It looks like it's just a big room that opens into darkness.
Right, come up.
All right. I got up there. I'm not.
Can't really walk on the.
No, but I'm
there.
just trying to squeeze by.
I let you back.
You're just looking in this
40,
way?
40 feet from the corner.
All right. Yeah, you get 40 feet from the corner. It's gonna give you 30, 35. You begin to see along the southern wall a bit of a relief. Can't make out the entirety of the image. But along the floor, instead of flagstones, you see what looks to be glints of metal and stuff that probably you imagine are headstones that are sort of, yes, that somebody's interred in the floor, and the gravestones are
Vertical grave.
yeah.
Got a door in the corner here.
Looks like it. Yep.
Eat the door.
So you actually,
Probably have
hold on,
more
you
rough
actually
and
would
move
have
up.
seen as well.
Front of me. Auto some light.
You do see a thing. Hold on a second.
There was a firefight.
There was a firefight.
Print good samples from oh, this is useless.
So you see, you just sort of see a couple of skeletons just kind of,
Wandering about.
yeah, well, actually, they're just kind of standing around, sort of just like.
Dead ghosts.
What did we see?
Oh, on the western wall?
Dots.
More dots, more dots, more
More
dots.
dots.
Okay, stop dots.
Polka dots.
Nothing.
Polka dot dog.
How's this door look?
Oh, the door? Fine.
Door's clean.
Alright.
You want to deal with them skellies?
Am I doing skeletons?
If the skellies aren't really messing with us, do we have a
Yes.
need to eat them right this second?
I'm sorry, Ray. We've got to put these things to rest.
Well, I'm not saying we're not
natural.
going to make them dead again, but I mean, the door seem to be just hanging about. They're still going to be there.
Oh, to be destroyed either way.
Aye, but right this second or after we open the door.
I charge skeletons.
Go on then.
All right. You go in.
I'll move in like maybe that far. Cause I don't know when you'll.
As soon as you cross over the threshold of that thing, they go. You hear. And they start roll initiative. They start moving towards you.
Good, come to me.
Come to butthead.
Brains! Oh wait, wrong one.
Malgrok,
Oh, 18 plus 7.
18 plus 7.
Yeah, I think 25. I'm at this.
Amelia,
25.
you guys fight it out. Yeah, who goes first?
You go first.
Have the light sword.
Yeah.
I see the dark.
He's
That's
running after
true.
the skeletons. I didn't.
Awen,
10.
keep it up, please. Alec,
24.
Skellies,
You have two. One at also at 24. Will go before Alec. The other one at 19. I literally rolled 3 17s in a row for initiative.
That's a lot of skeletons.
I know how many there are. They can't see the others.
Okay, Amelia will go first at 25, then Malgrok, Thems, then Alec, then Thems, then me, then Maywin.
Further, but. Glad I'm
Win.
How we do. Ah,
They're skeletons.
Yeah, minis.
I gotta take double movements.
we've
to
got
get
one
here.
inside each of us.
What are the things?
Yeah.
Are those like pillars or something?
It's too late.
No,
there's a
they're
skeleton inside you.
headstones on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Two
Well, I had
spoopies.
to take 2 actions just to get there.
Okay.
Whatever. Ah, it's a 1. Fuck. I missed.
Miss. All right.
That's my turn.
Pencil. Yeah, right here.
Almost.
Who's next?
After Amelia?
Yeah.
Malgrok.
I'll step in and say, sorry.
You guys got above 24s? That's great.
Like, Molotov, get in here and help me out.
So as soon as you get closer, Margaret, you see you morph again.
Our odds have changed.
Book the undead.
No, I've tried that.
Wrong character.
Don't
No, I was a wrong guy.
Don't mean literally, man.
We call it Dirty Santa. Alright, I'm gonna try to bash, slash,
Lay down a suppression fire with the incinerators and fall back by squads to the APC.
say again, after incinerators.
What game are you playing?
It's gonna be a 17.
That'll hit.
17.
Yeah, the skellies.
5.
Huh?
5 damage on this guy.
You're using your scimitar.
Scimitar.
Okay. You
Don't have turn undead.
you slash at it with your your scimitar. It just sort of scrapes across its armor and bone and doesn't seem to do anything.
Not good.
Alright.
I see that I remember we need crushing damage.
I don't have that.
Stabby, sharpie damage.
Oh. Now you guys tell me.
That was
Brilliant.
why
Right.
Now we have
Try it again.
Serial Crusher Theory.
Nat 20.
And a
why the
prison
wee
use
one
guy.
wanted the bludgeoning sticky thing.
I got a nat 20 on my second attack.
Okay.
Or maybe the silver.
That's 6 plus 9, 10 damage.
All right. What would it have been without the crit?
Would have been 4.
4 damage? All right. So you smash into it with your scimitar, and it crumples to the ground, a pile of bones. Nope, do not remove it.
Okay. That's it. All I got.
Okay, after Malgrok, them's number 1.
Them's number 1. All right.
The fast them.
Yep. Yeah.
Best.
Zoomsies.
This one towards the back, you see him. He just sort of points at Mogrock. And all the other 5 skeletons all sort of turn their heads at him and look at him. It looks like he's commanding them to focus on Mogrock.
Resident Evil 4.
Bad idea. You got me killed. Thanks.
Not dead yet.
Alright.
I'm feeling a great deal better, yeah?
He's then going to move up.
Sorry, Elvis. Now we'll come back as barbarian.
All right.
Base.
What's his movement? Speed? 25.
Alec, you know this guy?
Alec cannot see him yet.
53.
And he will then attack Mogrock.
Shield block is
In the face.
You didn't raise your shield, so you can't.
Okay,
block.
that's right. You're right.
21 to hit.
That'll hit.
I take that back. He only needs to be here because he's attacking with a halberd.
Reach.
Yep. You take 11 points of piercing damage as he stabs you at the end of the halberd, and then you see necrotic energy pour through his halberd
Ow.
into you. You need to make a will saving throw.
Notice the word need.
That's a nat 20.
Okay,
Hey.
that's good.
Yeah.
You feel this energy enter you. You feel like some great weight of judgment is being passed upon you, and it manifests as if 1,000 nails are being hammered into your flesh at once.
Ow.
But you steel your resolve against it and shrug off the effect.
Alright.
That is his turn.
Alec is up.
Alec is up. He is going to turn the corner and see what is going on. And he draws, and you see him sort of stops, hesitates. He does not take any further action. You see him, he looks conflicted, as if seems unsure of, as much as he wants to help you all, that he feels like it would be dishonorable of him to raise his weapon against his...
Them's number 2. The slow thems.
All right. This one moves here. This one is going to step. Um, They all begin surrounding Mogrock.
Because I'm half working. Specious. Specious.
It may be you don't know. Five attacks. 17. Thirteen is. And 24.
Hits.
11. Yes. You have one hit. It's gonna be another. That's a 26 to hit. 10 to hit. Nine is not gonna hit. And, nope. And 16 to hit. The two of them manage to hit you. They're all just sort of like, but you manage, even though your shield's not fully up, you're just sort of like, you're able to sort of crouch and sort of just cover enough that your armor is protecting you from a lot of these hits. But two of them manage to find weak points in your armor and get blades between the slats of your armor. You take 7 points of slashing damage total. And that is their turn.
All right, my turn. Here. And I am going to try to shove this one. That is going to be athletics versus its fortitude.
Okay.
I rolled 18. I'm sorry, that was acrobatics. I roll a 14 athletics.
You're good. You push. You shove.
All right, he goes there.
It's not a critical success. Just
Moves 5 feet for a success. And as I was moving, I want to draw the not the mangosh, the
silver dagger.
not the silver dagger,
Oh.
the mace.
Rapier.
Oh,
That's it.
Silver mace.
yes. Okay.
And actually, question. It says I can stride after it as long as it's in the same direction and the same distance.
Oh, so you follow the shove, basically.
Right. Will that take my third action, or can I do that since I had movement left over from second move?
No, it's part of the
Part
shove.
of the move, okay.
So it happens with your shove action.
Then I will occupy that space. Yeah, I'll take the mace and I'll attack.
It's
This
3
guy.
because you had to move,
What?
then you stepped, and then you
And then the
shoved.
shove. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
That's 3 attacks.
You're right.
3 actions. Right?
But I'm going to call out to Alec and shall fall in. These are not your people.
Make a diplomacy check.
You did 18.
You see him, he sort of shakes his head, sort of feels himself, and you see him get a firm grip on his greatsword, and he just sort of looks at you and nods.
Okay. Maywin's up.
Cool. I can. Do I have line of sight to? Do I have like?
No, because there's another wall there in the corner.
Okay.
So
What about the guy next to?
Yeah.
Would I have that? Or am I too far behind that wall?
You would have. He has light cover, not full cover, so you'd have +1 AC reflex save. Actually, that's not even true. Alec blocks it, so you'd have between Alec and Otto and the wall. He would have full cover, so
Right,
he has +2.
so-
Unless you move out into more straight view of things. Remember that you can use an action to essentially lean out into an adjacent square.
To avoid. I want to move 30 to this direction.
5'10", 5'30".
Yep. In front of that door. We'll hope.
Just hold it shut.
I don't know which way it swings. And then we're gonna launch 2 arrows.
Oh, my whole high school.
Okay, we're gonna launch 2 arrows. I was debating between 2
That which one?
radius. I'm gonna aim for the skeleton that is in between Amelia and yeah.
I would say you actually have a clear line of sight to that one, no cover.
Hoping the first shot takes him down, and then we're aiming for the guy right behind him. But you know, that is
18 will hit.
well. That is
Okay. You fire an arrow into it, and it just kind of lodges itself in the skeleton's rib cage. Skeleton's still
+1
standing.
short bow add to the well.
Yes.
Okay then.
Okay.
7 points.
Sure.
It's still standing well. That would be
Okay. No, that fails. So you fire, and it just clinks off the bits of still remaining armor hanging on its body. Who's next?
After Maywin, back up to
Skeleton, the bow in front of me.
Good.
I'm actually gonna do spend 1 focus point to lay on hands on it, damage it.
Okay.
I think I have to roll an attack. I think attack roll for that.
Yes, you still need to roll to
Yeah.
hit it.
19.
That'll hit.
So 2 points of positive damage to him.
Okay.
And then it must make a basic fortitude save.
Fortitude, you said?
Yeah.
16? 16? What's the DC?
Oh, I'm not sure.
What's your...
basic. It's 10, right?
No, basic just means... success is usually half damage, critical success is no
Okay.
damage, failure is
Okay.
full damage, critical failure. But it should be whatever your paladin DC is, like your class DC. I would imagine.
Your charisma mod plus your proficiency plus 10.
I don't think they are. I mean, talking about my key stat.
Right. What's your
Yeah.
key stat?
Strength.
Well,
Okay.
but your spells wouldn't be keyed off of strength.
Those are focus spells.
I mean, there should be a DC in there. Something.
Lay on hands. Paladin ability.
All right. Power grants you special divine spells called devotion spells. Focus point. Spells are automatically heightened to half your level, rounded up. Rules are on page 300. Spells. Your spellcasting ability is charisma. You are trained in divine spell attack rolls and spell DCs. So yes, it is your charisma modifier plus your level plus 2 plus 10.
Plus 1 my charisma modifier. Plus 2 for my level. Level 2.
So it should
13.
be right. So it's 10
So
plus your level is 2. Plus you're trained, so another 2, so it's 14. Plus your charisma, you said is a plus 1.
Yeah.
So 15. I rolled a 16.
So yeah.
So I succeeded. So I would take half damage, right? So 1.
No.
If it's a basic saving throw, then that's how it would go. Or is this for a secondary
all it
effect?
says is against an undead target, you deal 1d6 damage and it must make a basic fortitude save. If it fails, it also takes a -2 status penalty to AC for 1 round.
Okay.
It passed, so it's just
So
it
doesn't
just
take
takes the
So it
damage.
just takes the damage.
yeah, the 2 damage I made to it.
Okay. So you put your hand out and touch it. Your hand glows with positive energy, and you send it forth the light of Saren Ray into the skeleton, which begins to glow with the same positive energy. And you just sort of see it just sort of the necromantic magic that bind the bones together and animated it just starts to dissipate and just and crumples to the ground.
Oh. Died?
Yep.
Again.
That one is gone.
All right, after Amelia is Malgrot.
No, that was only one.
Okay.
One action.
Yeah, one action. Semantic. Am I within striking range of big dude? I have to move slightly.
Was right. That would have been. Yeah, you're diagonal from him, basically.
Okay, so I'll
So yeah, you're good.
attack him. At
At
20.
20.
Cool.
Max damage is 9 plus a roll. 5, 9. 11.
11 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slashing.
Flashing, you said?
Yep, slash. Probably reduced. Third one. No, failure. Only 8.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Now it's Malgrot.
You're back. Good.
Literally.
Really good. We're about to
Dodging
do
you.
something here, and it's gonna be fun. Terrible.
You just saw me touch it and drop one.
I can do burning hands. All of those. Or I could spend all of my actions on an AoE heal.
That would heal them too, wouldn't
No,
it?
I'm sorry. No, it wouldn't.
Oh,
It
it
would
would
hurt
hurt
them.
them and heal us.
It would hurt them or heal you.
You could do that. You tell me what you're doing.
I know. I'm deciding here. Hang on. I'm gonna do Burning Hands. That's gonna potentially do more damage. So they gotta make a DC.
Reflex saving throw. Big guy first. That is 13. You said it's what? DC what?
DC is gonna be 17.
Two little guys. I'm pretty sure they ain't gonna pass that. Well, I don't know. That was 17.
Mhm.
So one of the little that and nat 20 on the other one. So the two little guys succeed. The big guy does not.
You guys take halves. 5 damage.
5 damage total. All right. So 2
Yeah.
damage to the little guys.
Okay.
Alright.
5 damage.
So the big guy's gonna take mass damage. 5 damage.
5 damage.
Big whoop.
All right. So Mogrock, sort of says some words under his breath, calls on the cleansing fire of Saren Ray, wipe out these undead abominations, and he blasts fire forth from his hands. But the skeletons seem to sort of duck behind some shields and deflect off some of the fire. The bigger guy takes the full force of it, but still manages to stay standing.
Got more.
Got one more action. Back. Oh, no, I'm not going.
Hit him.
That's gonna be 7. I got a -5, right? Does the spell, does this casting count as a first attack? I have. If I do a melee afterwards, that's still -5, right? All right, so that's a 10.
All right.
Big man.
Big man. He is going to having seen you melt the skeleton in front of him, he's going to turn on you. Going to take a step side and attack.
Poking it.
No, because he's stepping. He's taking a fight.
Okay, that's right there.
Alright. Oh, I don't think that's... Is 17 going to hit you? Even though your shield's not raised?
Without my shield, I'm at 19.
Then... Again... 21? Or 20, rather?
That was it, yeah.
You... Jake? Nine points of piercing damage, and you also need to make a will save.
And
Alright. So again, this negative energy pulses into you, and again and though Mograk hasn't said so, as I described before, you feel like 1,000 nails are being hammered into your entire body simultaneously. You are stunned for 1 round.
Alec is up.
Alec is up.
Alec.
Okay.
Get the big one.
Alec Azam.
Get the biggins.
Like, I'm trying to find this stupid stun card. I need to like separate these out into different stacks.
well, I've already got it activated. I can see.
Yeah, you can't act while stunned. Stunned usually includes a value. This is 1, which indicates how many total actions. Stunned. Oh, you're stunned 1 from the pain. Doesn't say for how many rounds. You're stunned 1 from pain, so you lose 1 action on subsequent turn. When you regain actions, reduce the number you regain by your stun value, then reduce the stun value by the number of actions you lost. If stunned has a duration instead of a value, you lose all your actions for the listed duration.
So he'll lose one action.
Basically, next turn I got 2 actions.
Right. So he hears you call for the big guy. He's gonna come charging through here and put himself there. The skeletons don't get attacks opportunity. So skeletons don't. The big guy does. Oh, you're right.
And depending on how he goes, he might not have actually moved in there.
He could have pulled it off by going through Amelia's space.
Yeah, but he's just charging in. It misses
Most
anyways.
things.
So the skeleton takes a swing at him, but it bounces off his full plate armor. And then he is going to power attack.
Power attack.
Holy shit.
That 20, it's right there. If you want to look at it, you can see it.
Boom goes the dynamite.
So
he
that's
is those-
And
2d12 plus 28. Let's see this here.
that thing is. My name is.
Oh no.
Damn it, Peter.
Oh, no.
I gotta learn to not take a bath during their shenanigans.
He runs forward and he sort of tightens up his grip and then basically like holds it forward almost like a fucking lance and just runs it through the skeleton. And then the skeleton sort of lets out like a blood-curdling scream, and Alec
Puff of dust.
he lifts it up, and the thing's wearing like full plate like Alec is. So his blade doesn't cut through him. Instead, he lifts it into the air on the blade, and he just smashes it down onto the ground, and the thing just shatters.
Damn, Alex.
It is dead. It is very, very dead.
I am now very afraid of him.
Like I said, anybody want to become a fucking Hellknight?
I think I'm considering now.
You're not fucking with Alec.
long-
No.
Yeah, as long as I let me worship, as long as I let me continue to worship Saturday, I'm okay with joining the order.
It's them's number 2.
Yeah, that's his whole turn.
I guess it's them's number 1 now.
yeah, it's
It's just
now.
them's.
X was given it to.
Oh,
Was
God,
given
Joe,
to.
I'm so sorry.
Well, the last command they had was to attack Magrat, so
Yep.
they continue to do so.
They're gonna pin cushion.
2, 8 attacks.
Skeleton Bob says to Skeleton Joe, hey man, Deb just died.
Alright, so I have a
We need to
23
go.
to hit and a crit for a skeleton.
Okay, so 2 hits.
Well, the crit definitely missed.
The crits giveth, the
The
crits
crits taketh away.
I have a 25 and a 9,
Okay, so that's 3 hits so far.
one of which is a crit.
Yep.
Oh god, whoa, where did that go?
Here.
No, it's that is a 17 and a 19. And
The
then,
fourth one's gonna have to move.
is it? Oh,
I shoved him.
that's right. He's going to attack you.
Okay.
And that is going to be a 24 against you, and I think a 2 is going to miss.
2 misses, 24 definitely hits.
All right, so let me handle Elvis. That was 4 hits with 1 crit. So, let's do the regular hits first.
Yep.
For 86 plus 6. 19 points of slashing damage.
I'm down.
All right. Well, the crit is gonna hurt then. You essentially immediately go to dying 2.
He advertised for him. We didn't mean it literally.
Oh no. We're gonna make Son of Teferi next.
Got your token yet? Or you still
Oh, my token's down here somewhere. Yeah. Oh, crack.
Did it fall in the-
If you still have your token, you can immediately
I'm gonna spend the token.
stabilize, get rid of, you don't increase your wounded value at all. You remove dying condition.
Hand
So
me,
you were
hand me a
stable.
token.
So you're at 0, I think.
Tokens in the little.
It's, you can't spin them to make somebody else reroll, can you?
No.
Yeah, there's
He
only two
crits
ways.
you.
There's
No,
only
he
two ways.
doesn't.
Yeah, there's only 2 ways to spend them.
Cutting words.
You can only spend them on yourself.
You are stabilized,
Good.
but you are unconscious. And you are prone as well. Prone and unconscious.
I'll get it later. Yep.
There.
It's
No,
not
it's
in the drawer.
not there. It's between
That's cool.
the TVs. We got it.
Finding all kinds of shit down here.
Give me
Dark
your,
Elf Menace.
Give him the
don't read
token
those.
back.
No, I don't.
Those
Oh,
are from that's from Dragon Quest
yeah,
Heist.
give me
Give
your
him the
token.
token back.
Your hero token. You spent.
There you go.
Those are the rumors that we heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the Mad Mage dungeon.
All right. That is all the skeleton's turn.
I took damage as well.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. 7 points of slashing damage.
Motherfucker. Ow! Alright, after them's is a me. Okay, Alright, I'm going to do. Are any of these guys hurt? These 3?
Yes. Mildly.
Okay.
No.
That guy?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna smash him with this mace. And I'm gonna miss. Then I'm with my offhand I'm going to draw the main gauche and I'm gonna parry.
Okay. Who's next?
Alec! Kill the rest of them!
Kill the lightweight, Alec!
May wins up.
Oh,
right.
May wins. I thought you were saying Malak.
Okay.
I was like, that's fast, but okay.
No, I was just saying that.
Question, Sir DM. Are there all like stone-like objects lying around?
Absolutely, this is a dilapidated. Yeah. There's bits of.
Okay,
stone and
so,
rock and stuff.
Cast telekinetic spell.
Okay.
Throwing rubble at
Anyone turns into a Jedi.
the skeleton directly
Like
like in front of me. Yes.
I don't think they throw them with their mind, but yes.
Difference.
Do or do not.
Spell attack.
Space Wizards.
That
Past
is
feature.
an 18 plus 8 to hit, so that's a 26.
That will definitely hit.
And I do.
That is a crit. I'm sorry. That is a crit.
Oh, that's exciting. So that's max plus.
Max plus a die roll.
Okay, so it would be 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
You splatter
like-
across the wall behind, like, which one was it? This
The one in the corner.
Oh,
here.
the one, yeah. It's just a big ass pile of bones. Oh, by the way, the one that you had crit earlier, it actually reanimated and reformed. That's why I told you not to.
All right, and then last action, I'm gonna run over to the corner where the thing disintegrated.
Yeah, you're right.
5 feet. And that will be the end. Now,
Amelia.
All right. Last action. To attack.
Yeah, and then your stun will.
Plus 7. That's
Good, you hit.
That is 8 points of slashing.
All right, you managed to basically you come at it so hard it cracks and shatters a bunch of the bones in its rib cage, and it collapses.
Stun condition.
Yep, your stun condition goes away.
Malgrok
Who's
is
next?
stabilized at 0.
That's for him.
Alec.
Alec moves to here
Name of Serenvaya, smite thee.
and begin, and he will power attack again.
With the backhand.
Fucking power attack. Oh, I don't need to.
You're presuming a crit.
That is 24 to hit.
We
Not a
say,
crit, not quite.
we say we crit it, and no one will know. 10-17.
Yep. Even though he's using a piercing slashing weapon, he basically just the force he brings the blade down on this thing, it just doesn't matter. Just the whole thing just crumbles to a pile of bone and armor. The only downside to power attack is you don't get your strength twice.
I think we'll live.
Yeah. Well, we might. The last of them is up.
The
The last of them.
Last of Us.
Yeah, The Last of Us.
Seeing again, well, last order it had was to attack Malgrok is still within reach of it, but it no longer has the ability to receive new orders. It's stupid because it's a skeleton.
Do a thing.
Roll a something with a
Evens
number.
or odds? I rolled a 2, so it will not attack you. It will attack the squishiest target up there, which is going to be Maywin.
Good enough.
Dying too, it probably would have killed you.
No, I'm not even dying
No,
anymore.
he's not anymore. We'll just
that's
put him a
right.
dying 1. But 16 to hit, Maywin.
Yes, but it will still hit. But I'm gonna top stuff.
Okay.
React. Has a hardness of.
You take 6 points of damage, so instead you take 1 point of damage.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
And then it's me.
Keep forgetting your reaction.
I'm gonna try to smash it in the face with a mace.
Smash in the face with a mace.
Face with a mace. I'm going to
Mace
miss
face.
again with the. Not much. Yeah, it's definitely.
Do it again, Doug.
Do it harder.
Do it again. Or pull out your main douche.
Okay. I will also miss, and then I will parry.
Okay.
After me is Maywin. I just can't do it.
Same.
Up no. Talked about that before. Until the start of my next.
Yeah, so it's gone.
So it's gone now. Okay.
There you.
Have it again until.
10 minutes.
And I have Kelly in front of me.
Dude, in fact,
Right.
he's slashing at you.
Why not? Spend our focus. Or dragon claws.
Okay.
Meow, 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 meow.
Attacking with that, it's a
Oh, regular attack.
The melee attack. Unless it says specifically that,
Yes.
so it would be off of my.
yes. Unless it's a, what's the finesse weapon? Unless it's considered
It is
finesse.
considered finesse.
Then you can use your dexterity if you want.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
That's
so makes it a 10.
Alright, 10 to hit, we'll miss.
Okay, then we'll attack a second time. At 20.
That.
It's one action to call
Right.
it in.
Then
And
choose
I still had
attack
2
and crit.
actions. I missed one.
Alright.
I got a crit on that
Alright,
one.
so max plus die roll.
So it would be 4 slashing, 6 1d6 fire.
Mm-hmm. Plus.
Paraduge.
8 fire, 7 slashing.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
I want to grab his head and kind of the flames.
Maywin's hands morph into dragon claws. They're covered in scales and long claws grow out of them. And
scales show up kind of
Yeah.
everywhere.
She then grabs the skeleton by the head, and as she squeezes, and you hear the cracking of the bone, flame also starts to burst forth from her hands, up under the skull, and out the eyes and mouth, and then it just crumbles to ash in her hand.
And as soon as that I'm done with that, I'm like, get him up! I put him a grog.
Okay.
A little bit crazy.
He's got a potion on his person.
It is.
If he does, then you
I
can...
actually have a potion.
Whoever potion is going to be used,
I will
you
use
may administer it.
mine.
Okay.
It's a minor healing potion.
Roll.
5
Yeah.
plus whatever would be added to it.
I don't think you don't add
You don't add
Okay,
anything.
so plus 5.
Hey, I'm back in the game with 5 again. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Let's not do that again.
Well,
Hey, why don't we have a sit down? Right, buddy?
You're taking a short rest?
We're gonna
Sort of, quote unquote.
smoke them if we got them.
Gotta we move back to where the crypts were? Because these guys didn't seem too bothered until...
Sure, let's move back a bit.
I'm gonna sit.
that's what we
Yeah,
got.
about this door.
Larger crypts.
You're
Lay
gonna
down.
prop yourself against the door, make sure it can't open.
Give me a second. Who else got hurt?
As you're walking back, he as you guys are walking back that way, and you talk about the undead and the fact that they didn't seem to do anything until you guys entered the room. He's like, him sort of, as he's again sort of, he's just checking his blade and making sure there's nothing chipped or anything wrong with it. He's just sort of inspecting it. He's like, as he shoots it, he says, you know, there is a now long out of vogue practice amongst Hellknight orders. There was a time in which crypts were protected with necromantic wards. If anybody tried to resurrect or animate the dead Hellknights interred, instead of them rising under the control of the necromancer, they'd rise, defend themselves, and crypts from those who were attempting to sort of use them against their
Co-opted. Have not been. Guarding the crypt.
Fortunate there are many in this current age. As I look very pointedly at the dwarf.
well, the point is that the fact that there are undead already active in this chamber, I cannot say for certain if such a necromantic ward had been in place here, but
But if it was, it was obviously activated. Yeah?
correct.
And perhaps those cultists that fond of calling themselves the Sisters.
Under claw, I believe
yeah.
you said.
Perhaps perhaps they need to be out more so than we.
Them, possibly. I don't know who else
Right, well, I'm gonna
has been down here. We know that they have been active.
I do know that the
Somebody perhaps it seems had tried to defile the corpses of my brethren.
I know that it is unlikely that goblins, friendly as they can be, they're pretty much cowards.
I also don't think they have the capability.
As far as I know, none of them practice necromancy.
And
He's gonna-
the only
Thing too.
I mean, while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna
Either way.
detect magic.
I am down by 1 hit point.
take the hour-long cooldown. I don't think that's great yet.
I mean,
Probably not an
I'm
efficient
only down
use.
by 10.
I'll heal you.
I am
Point
gonna
10.
take some time to back my.
Yeah, you can spend 10 minutes. Well, because it's like it takes a while for them to do the treat wounds.
Yeah,
so
I was
if you're
remember
not
the
being
treat
treated,
wounds takes like 10 minutes.
Yeah, if you're not being treated, you can refocus to get your focus point back if you spent it.
Yeah, it's gonna take 10 minutes to focus.
You detect magic on the halberd laying on the ground. The larger skeleton was wielding. You also detect faint magical auras coming from within the four.
Not gonna.
We're not touching.
You don't know I'm doing that. I have not told anybody yet.
Good.
Because when he mentioned there was magic items sometimes buried with these guys, I was like, see you later. When we're back here, and I'm like, I will. I don't know.
Desecrating grave wouldn't be a good idea in front of Alec or me.
They don't know
Nobody's
that
dese-
yet.
Nobody's desecrating
No
nothing.
one's desecrated nothing. We're not opening any tombs. We're
Yeah.
just knowing
Keep it that way.
Hey,
half
Alec,
the battle.
got that halberd.
Walks over and picks it up. Whatever. It's finely crafted. Worthy weapon for a Hellknight.
Got some juice.
Does it?
He's like, it does.
Indeed.
Loose.
There's something magical
There's
about
something about
He
it.
says, while it is a finely made weapon, it is the weapon of a Hellknight. My great sword, the family heirloom as well. I'm well trained with it. Not as much so this. If any of you would find better use out of it. I think that those who are laid to rest here would prove happy to know what it was being put to use defending the Citadel.
it.
That's something.
Don't look at me.
It's not really my cup of tea, but
I
Can use
I
it.
looked at. I'm proficient with it.
Do you want it? Is the question.
I mean, if you're proficient with it, it's reach, it's magical.
Yeah, it's versatile too.
You can't use your shield with it.
Yeah. Well, no, it's versatile. I mean, he can do it one-handed or two-handed.
But, okay.
But I know.
Yeah. Saren Ray, favors the scimitar.
Yeah, Sarah
but-
Rivers.
Maybe good to
Not-
have
I'll take it.
in general. If you
Well,
have the space to
There's nothing
carry
that says that's great that I have to use.
no, not at all.
No,
Are you
you don't have
proficient in
to.
it, though?
Like it's favorite.
I don't remember if I am or not actually. No, not until next level.
But you being the big guy, considering the number of times they got too close to you in large numbers, maybe you having a reach weapon would be a good idea, Magrog.
That's true.
I mean, if I took it, I mean, I'm not encumbered yet, but I'm getting close.
Or tosses shit out of him. I need to go back and get that.
But we gotta get the birds.
All right.
We're going to eat the
We're
birds.
gonna be working together on that. I get the feathers, you get the meat, yeah?
Sure, fine. Feathers are not good eats.
He says, nobody's going to put it to good use. We'll leave it here with the dead.
It'll be put to use.
As he walks over, he just sort of, not angrily or sort of any rude way, but he just sort of, as he walks past you, just sort of pushes it into your hand and
Yep.
walks past type thing.
Oh, I get it.
Like,
I
job's
totally
done.
understand.
Right.
No, I pick up what he's putting down.
Yeah.
31.
Oh wow, 10:30. Okay. Yep. We are over time. We did a good job.
Could I take? It's okay with you. Could I take 10 minutes to pray?
You would have done that while they were bandaging each other up,
Yeah.
so you're good. Yeah,
Right.
you're refocused.
Making sure.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. We're over time. I want to hurry this up so we can all go home.
Would be nice.
Thanks for tuning in or watching at a later date if you're watching this on demand. If you remember, if you have Twitch Prime, you can give us your free subscription. Helps us out a ton. If not, that's fine. Or if you want to give us actual money, that's fine too. Any support you give, or just come in and chat with us while we're playing. We love the support. Anyways, thank you. We'll see you guys next week.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.